Hello,
Hey, good afternoon or good morning. How are you?
I great. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great, thanks. I'm cold and I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is.
Really, it's cold there?
It's winter. It's rainy. It's horrible. I don't like it.
Oh my gosh, because in Brazil right now it's so hot.
Oh, you are so lucky. But where are you in Brazil right now?
Yes, right now I live in state of São Paulo
São
in
Paulo,
Brazil.
yeah. I've been speaking to a few students from São Paulo and they've been saying recently, yeah, very, very warm. Also some rain, but it's been oh sorry. Summer is definitely arriving in Brazil right now.
Yes, exactly. Um, I have been studying English on my own by myself
Okay.
for about eight months ago.
Okay,
Uh,
very good.
now I decide to learn on cambly because I believe it's a good way for improve better my pronunciation and my listening. Talk with native speakers.
You're doing a great job. I mean, and you said only 8 months, and
Yes,
you
exactly.
you you never spoke English before that?
Never.
Wow, that's a very adv in 8 months. You
Yes,
That's great.
because I think I don't have methodology for learn a new language. I believe it's
Okay.
a great way. It's listening a lot every day, every single day. I listening, podcasting. I watching many different movies, different accents. Yes,
Right.
I believe it's improved a lot. My listening.
Oh, you're doing great, and just in a short period of 8 months, that's really, really fantastic. But tell me, what what made you decide to learn English? Was it more for personal development, or is there a plan to go abroad one of these days?
Yes, good question. I decided because first I liked the language. For me, it's great when I start listening in English, but in the future, I will go to the United States in the future, maybe 2022. Uh,
Okay, nice.
yes, it's for first for visit
Okay.
New York City, a lot of places in United States, Washington D.C. Uh, yes, maybe in the future, live abroad.
No, it makes sense. I've always thought, well, wherever possible, it's usually good to visit the place first, and
Yeah,
then do the move if to see if you like it. Um, but okay, very good. So hopefully the plan is to go and work abroad in America one of these days. So hence the English.
yes, exactly.
All
Uh,
right.
Teacher, where are you
Yes.
from?
Can you recognize the accent?
Maybe South Africa.
Very good. Yes, South Africa. But now I live in Portugal, actually.
Oh, I see. Why did you move it for for Portugal? It's for work.
Wow. No, actually, at the time, I've been in Portugal for 12 years, actually. So
A
it's
long
been
time.
a long time. I originally moved here, to be honest, because of my ex-husband. I used to be married, and when I moved here, he he's from South Africa as well, but Portuguese. So he moved. I came with him. We got married in Portugal, and it has been 12 years since I've been here, but ex relationship. So, but I stayed. So it's good. It's definitely home. That's for sure. I haven't been back to South Africa since. So Yeah, Portugal, it has its complications, like all countries, but it was definitely the best decision for me to move abroad. So I do understand your, how can I say,
Your
your
goals.
desire. Yeah, I can understand wanting to learn a different language because I learned from
Yes,
experience. It's complicated.
yes, it's possible to talk different peoples, to traveling abroad. Yes, English open doors, I
It
believe.
does.
Uh,
It does.
you speak in Portugal? Too Portuguese? Portuguese.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. Yes, I can speak Portuguese. Let's see, the best way to explain my level of Portuguese. I've been here since 2009. Okay.
Yes.
However, for the first maybe 4.5 years, I didn't speak Portuguese because I was at home. I wasn't working, so there wasn't that urgency to speak Portuguese. So for me, I only really started to engage in the language in 2014, where I started working in a local environment, Portuguese clients, Portuguese colleagues, and I had to learn. But as the same as you said, my Portuguese is not 100%. I'm not even fluent. I'm intermediate at best, but everything I know has simply been listening to people talk. And
Yes.
if I didn't understand a word, I would ask, what does that word mean? So I can have a better understanding of the sentence. And just talking to clients, talking to my colleagues. I was working there for 3 years, and it really did transform my Portuguese a lot just in that time. So yeah, again, not the best, but I can get by.
Yes, learn a new language, it's patient, take time and
Yeah.
patience. Um, uh, Portuguese from Portugal is different because my native language is Portuguese. Of course, I live
Right.
in Brazil. It's like a British accent and the United States. It's make like difference.
It's true. It's true. And I'll be honest. I do sometimes have difficulty speaking Portuguese to somebody from Brazil. Um, it's because the accent, the pronunciation,
Yeah.
because I'm not fluent in the language, I'm I'm used to one accent. So when I speak to somebody that pronounces things a little bit differently or has a different accent, just like English, it's a little bit more difficult. I struggle a lot with my Brazilian friends. But when you go to America, you will definitely see
Yeah.
a vast amount of accents. There are a lot of them
Yes.
in America.
In general, you speak English all the time in Portugal. Have many people speak English there?
In Portugal, in the region that I live in, kind of, yes, because I'm in the Algarve, in the southern coast, so it's very touristy. A lot of foreigners come to visit here. So there's like, a lot of hotels, tourism, restaurants. So it's a very big hospitality industry area. Um, so there is a high possibility that uh, the person who works at the coffee shop will be able to speak English, but I've come to learn that that's not always the case. English locally for the locals, it's not as common as you would think, just because a lot of tourism comes here. English is not an official language. So people learn it
Yeah,
at school, but unless you're in the industry, you're under no obligation to speak English. So you'd be surprised with the amount of people, younger generation, even our age, that doesn't speak English that well. So it's quite surprising actually. So more often than
yeah.
not, I just resort to Portuguese.
Yes, I feel the same in English because when I need to speak with native speakers, I feel I don't express myself very well in English yet. But yes, it's a little bit difficult for me. But I start on cambly. It's okay. I have many mistakes, but after the class, I review my class. Oh, I have many mistakes, but it's okay. I am improving.
And you're doing a great job, by the way. Like I said, just in 8 months from no English, you're
Yeah,
doing a great job. But I know what you mean. It's sometimes it can
it's
get frustrating because
yes, it's difficult in some conversation expressing your feelings, your point of the view. It's
right.
so hard for me, but I believe it's part of the process to learn a new language.
You're right, actually. And I have the same frustrations because my partner is Portuguese, but he is fluent in English, and we speak English at home with a little bit of Portuguese, which we both know is wrong because he keeps saying to me, "I'm going to speak more Portuguese with you." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." So we speak Portuguese, we start having a conversation, and then I get to that point in a conversation where I can't say what I want to say properly. It
Exactly.
frustrates me, so I speak English.
Exactly. It's the same. It's happened the same with me because all the time I speak my mother tongue with my wife. Um, I don't have friends for speaking English. That's the reason I start on Cambly because in Brazil I did all the time my in my work, in my coworkers, I speak in my mother tongue. Uh, when I need to talk English, it's difficult for me, but
No,
it's okay.
it makes sense. But speaking of which, what kind of work do you do?
I am jeweler. Jeweler?
Really?
Yes, I make bracelets, rings, necklace.
That is so cool. You're the
Yes,
second person I've met that actually does handmade or makes jewelry handmade. It's
yeah,
quite a process. It's not easy.
yes. No, it's a little bit difficult, but I worked a long time ago. I started working with jeweler um, when I has 13 years. Uh,
When I was 13.
yes, it's a long time because right now I am 33 years old. It's a long time.
So 33,
Yes, exactly.
20 years. Wow, that's